let's talk about these next two issues of Further Adventures of Indiana Jones. This is issues 9 and 10, and the story is called The Golden Goddess. Yes, we're talking about the fertility idol from the beginning of Raiders of the Lost Ark. So that's quite a few Raiders connections. Indy is in the process of working with Sala to get the fertility idol back so he can bring it to the museum. And we get a group of people, mostly of the indigenous tribe from the beginning of Raiders, but one Nazi who are after this as well. The Nazi, I won't say who she is because I want that surprise for you all. But she is out for more than just getting the idol back. She wants revenge on Indiana Jones. But why? Well, you'll have to read this and find out. I thought these two issues were excellent. A lot of the action actually happens in New York, which is a fun angle to have. So, for the most part, we've been in like very exotic locations. So, it's nice to go back to how issue 6 was, where we're dealing with stuff in America. And yeah, there's a fun fight at the end of issue 7 and into the beginning of issue 8 that I think is just classic Marvel and also very classic Indiana Jones. It was just really, really fun to read these two. But there is a continuity issue. Now, I have not read all Further Adventures, but as it stands now, there is a continuity issue between this and the Great Circle. In the Great Circle, in the Giza portion of the game, Indy tells Dame Noel that he asks her if she will fund an expedition to get this idol back. Which, at the time that I played the game, I had issues with that. Because quite frankly, the fertility idol isn't as big a deal as certain other items that Indy has gone after in the beginnings of these movies, right? In fact, the fertility idol has the only thing it establishes is that Belloq one-ups Indy. That's the whole point of it, right? Temple of Doom, we have the Eye of the Peacock, which was retconned to be something, right? With young Indiana Jones. And I know that Todd Howard didn't want to do anything with that because it's established that Short Round finds that in one of the guidebooks. And Todd Howard is a big Indiana Jones fan. Why can't we reference the Cross of Coronado? Because there are a couple Last Crusade references in Great Circle. But I thought the Cross of Coronado is a big deal to Indy. Right? Like that is something from his childhood, and it is something he's been after for a very long time. Why the fertility idol? What happened? Did it get stolen again? I don't know. Maybe it does in the comics and he doesn't get it back. But by the end of this, he does have it. And the next storyline, he's doing something completely different. So, I don't know. That's just weird. I get that Todd Howard is a huge Raiders fan, but that's kind of a big oversight. And not to mention, there are some other oversights in Great Circle. It is a video game, and as such, typically video games were considered secondary canon under the old Lucasfilm. I mean, I don't know now, because, who knows what Disney does. Disney, I don't think, cares one bit about any continuity whatsoever, and will change it whenever they go out on like some whim or whatever. So who knows? But that is something to keep in mind when you read any sort of Indiana Jones media that was written pre-Lucasfilm. So anyway, that's all I have for today. I didn't rank this. I give this a solid 4.5 out of 5. It's well worth your time and it's very fun. So anyway, have a nice day.